All right, here we go. 609 Collector coming at you. So I've changed the name like the third time, just trying to find something that works. I think this works. I like it. I think I'm going to stick with it. 609 Collector coming at you with another Mezco 112 Collective. I'm really excited about this one. I'm going to get into the details as to why, but this is the Old Man Logan. A lot of you may not be familiar with the character, but really cool story. It was a four-part story with using Secret Wars back in I think 2015. They brought him in and rolled him into the main Marvel universe, and now Old Man Logan is a part of the 616. That's the main Marvel universe in the comics. Um, really cool character, really cool backstory. But real quick, I'm just getting to the box. This is the X logo here, kind of brown, kind of faded, washed out. I'm not. It looks like there could be a picture in there, but I don't think so. It just looks like it's all chipped up on the side. Let's go 112. Post play display. Same on this side, and then on the back, your character. Here you got Old Man Logan. He's going to have 6 interchangeable hands, his base, the backpack, Hulk Jr. in the hat. The story with this character, in his universe, what happened was, this box will get kind of a glare. In his universe, what happened was, something happened. I'm not going to get into details. You can read the comic to figure it out. I don't want to spoil it. But something happened. All the heroes are pretty much gone. A few are remaining. Logan is one of the heroes left. He's the last of the X-Men. Something happened so bad he hasn't popped his claws in over like 30 years. But then some stuff goes down, snicked, slashy, people die, it gets pretty raunchy. And then you're wondering how he ended up with a baby Hulk. You'll have to read the comic. I don't want to spoil that for you. But that's who this is. This is Bruce Banner Jr. He goes in the backpack. Backpack fits on my guy here. Leather coat. Let's get into it, all right? As I stated before, this is more collector-friendly packaging. I think if you're a mint on card collector, you're going to like this better. Just because you don't have the window box with the flap, and it's great. You can display it. If you do want to open it, you can take that little film off there and have it displayed even better. All right, I'm going to get into this bad boy. I'm going to open it from the bottom. All right, because in case I do crease it, which I didn't, I like them to be on bottom. There's a ruler trick, which, I don't know about. I've never done. Okay, now this you'll see from now on, I guess. This is with their figures. They put this with Setting Night Batman and Old Man Logan. I'm sure we'll see it from here going forth, so you can pause if you want to read this. Welcome to 112 Collective, designed by collectors for collectors. Product care guidelines. If you don't have this figure, you can probably check it out. I'm sure this goes with all the figures they've had up until now. Alright, so I got them out of the box. First thing I noticed as soon as I got him out of the box and held him in hand was how much I like the proportions. As soon as you're looking at him, he looks great. Everyone always says with Mezco, photos don't do the figure justice, and it's kind of hard. They really don't. When you see the photos, you're looking at how the lines in the costume and all that, and there's really nothing to compare it to size-wise, but once you get it in hand, great, feels sturdy, looks good, really digging it. Real quick, I'm just going to go over the accessories. He came out with these 2-fisted hands. This is what you get. Up, drop one. All right. This is what you get. Drop both of them. Jesus, this is what you tiny hands. Tiny hands is what you get. You get these 2 little hands. All right, naked. No, nothing we haven't seen before. Just no gloves. So these are cool because a cool thing about this is now you can put these on any figure. Just like Superman, not many figures have ungloved hands. Then you get these 2 hands. I guess this is for holding things. This one here. I suppose you could put the sword in here, the Muramasa blade. That would work nicely in there, I'm sure. And then you have a gripping or holding hand. So if he's picking something up or reaching or holding something, this is the hand you would use. And there's 2 clawed hands. As before with the other Wolverine figures, claws look very nice. Nice shape, nice size. Nice width apart, a little close, but not bad. Same thing on this side. Hand looks much better, but looks great. Alright. And of course his hat here, which fits on his head very snugly. And then let's just say this cool backpack, which is open. And the reason it's open is so you can fit this little Hulk baby, Bruce Banner Jr., all wrapped up. Very, actually looks like a turtle. Looks like a freaking baby Ninja Turtle. And you can get them right in there. Just a little bit of pushing, spinning. There you go. Oh, got his little pacifiers, a little suck, his little bop right in his mouth, and he's all ready to go. Let's pop these hands off, and let's try to put this on there while we got it out. And then I'll go over the articulation. Because one thing is, there's no way to get this on here, like, without moving the arms, because you can't undo the straps. So in real time, looks like it's easiest to get one off. Oh, that wasn't that bad at all. It was actually really freaking easy. Everyone saw that? I hope you're paying attention. I hope you were paying attention. Just slide it mostly up one arm. Once you got it up one arm pretty much to the shoulder, you can get it over the wrist, pop it right over that elbow, and bam. Damn, people are making it look so complicated. It fits on there really well. It's perfect for this figure. All right, that's so manly. You're rocking your cowboy boots, your hat, and your little green baby in a backpack. Jeez, that's manly as all shit. Look at this guy, Grr, Mountain Man. If the world wasn't all like desolate and whatnot, I'm sure this would be a nice ad campaign right here. Alright, so that's Old Man Logan. His accessories right out of the box. Rocking his little Bruce Banner Jr. It's like they're hitting the trail. For anyone wondering what this is the piece that came with your Mattel RC Batmobile. This is all it is. All I did was just paint it black and then dry brush the stones on there and use some hot glue to put some water in there. I think it came out alright. Looking at it on the camera, I think it's pretty nice. I figured I'd make a little display around there. Maybe Wolverine versus a Sabretooth. Alright. So I'm going to take Baby Hulk off here just because I want to go over the outfit and the articulation and then try to wrap this up because I haven't done a review in a while and I've got like 4 other figures. I got Ascending Knight Batman and who else? Ascending Knight Batman, regular version I want to review. Just the other day, yesterday, I got in the Mezco Direct version, so I want to look at that. What else? Suicide Squad Harley Quinn. For some reason, I have her just sitting in a box, and someone else needs to get pulled out and reviewed. I don't know. I think I want to try and customize the Spider-Man to up his articulation. But all right. So as we see this shirt, I don't know. Everyone says it looks pretty big on him. I don't think that it looks too big in person. It doesn't look too thick. You can see the figure right underneath. You can see the muscles. Not here, the white light's kind of drowning it out, but I can see a little bit of the skin tone under there. Jeez, Wolverine's ripped as shit, even as old man. He's rocking some mean pecs. All right, looks like this sits in there and is sewed in at one point. Somewhere down there. But it is kind of big. I think it's mainly just because here, these kind of come down. The seams on the shoulder make it look wide. Whereas if it would have been up here a little bit, it would look better. Been a little bit better fitted around the waist. But I mean, I think they did a good job. Who knows? Maybe you can hit this with some water and shrink it. The hair dryer, some water, maybe shrink it up. But people are already replacing this with other things. And the pants are nice. They do look like they sit kind of high. But you can just pull that down a little bit, I suppose. Doesn't bother me too much because Wolverine's short. But I think it sits kind of high to add for articulation. But you can slide them down. For the most part, it looks like they'll stay there pretty well. As far as the stitching, the pants look very nice. Nice and brown, look like workman's pants. Not too dirty. Some people said their shirt looks dirtied up. Mine, not so much. Mine looks nice and white. Okay, I see there's a little water stain on the back, looking kind of dirty. And people are complaining, but you don't complain. I think they did that on purpose to make it look like, working the land, dude. I'm Wolverine, I'll be tilling shit. Brown pants. Goes all the way down. His boots, I was wondering what they're going to do here. They did put on cowboy boots, and they do go up the leg. So you can see the line for the cowboy boots. I was kind of liking this figure because I like the fact that it's just a base naked Wolverine. So if you take off this, you can have it just a naked body and do whatever you want with it. But you'll just have to figure out something for here. Like if you wanted to do Wolverine Weapon X style, you just have to find some feet. I'm thinking maybe Namor's feet, see how I can. Doesn't look like he has any upper thigh at the boot, so I'll have to see what I can do about getting some different feet on there. All right. Now, no pockets sculpted in the back, but pockets are stitched in there, although they're not real. Just have the lining there, the lining for the crotch here. And the belt is a really cool feature. It does move up and down. It looks like it is connected somewhere, maybe. Here. It looks like it's, yeah. Looks like on the side. It's sewn in there. Yeah, it's stitched down the side, so you can just cut that off. Before I keep going, these are pants I've had for a while. These are from another figure from way back when, and they seem to be a good size for Logan, maybe a little bit long. So I'm probably gonna get another one. Probably try it on this one. Maybe get another Wolverine figure and just put these on there. Maybe shorten them up a little bit and put them on there. And if you get a different head, I'd love to have you could have a young Logan. All you need is a different head, and you'd be good to go. All right, so that's it. Me rambling. We're at 8 minutes. That's me rambling. Touching this bad boy, feeling it up, liking it. Again, people are already getting rid of these shirts, so you can probably find a thinner shirt somewhere if you'd like. Now, where the hell was the jacket I had? I had jackets. I was gonna in my pocket. All right. I'm gonna go over just like that. I have a few more ideas and options, but I'm gonna go over those in the end. Articulation. One of my favorite things about Mezco, the double. You get the I call it the double neck. You'll get a ball peg up here, which allows for articulation, but then at the base of the neck, you also get another ball joint. I don't think it ruins the cut. It's usually pretty well hidden behind the clothes, but what that allows you, look at how far down that can go and back, and then it takes you side to side so much more. You'll see it better with the head. You get really good side to side. Allows you to look up pretty far before your head pops off. Look down pretty far. Excellent. All right. Now you always have a cut here for the upper. So you can go to the side that much. Side that much. But then you also have lower cut. So it allows you to look down pretty far. I think that's good. I don't think you really need much more than that. I think for the most part, they match human articulation pretty well. Spider-Man is okay. But you would think Spider-Man would have a lot more. But for the average person, the average Mezco figure, they do pretty well. So with both of them, the cut here and the cut there, you can get back that far, which is pretty good. All right, now, you do have this butterfly joint with all Mezco right here, behind his massive freaking chest. Allows him to get a little bit back and forth. Not a lot, but enough. It helps with posing, especially characters that hold guns. Upper bicep swivel. You can get a full 360 out of the arms. You just have to roll the costume. Double jointed elbows. And then another one of my features I love, the wrists. Down, up, and because they rotate, you can get back and forth. So you can get so much more articulation out of these wrists than you can with the Marvel Legend, which usually only goes in and out, or for certain characters, up and down. And I hate it when you're limited. I hate when a character just has like up and down, but if they only hold a gun, then that's what they give them, which sucks. So this is better. You get twist, of course, at the two diaphragm joints. And then you have the leg, which kicks up forward that much. Kicks up behind, actually not a whole lot, just about there. So you're not really getting much backwards. But with his double jointed knees, you can make up for that. You get that much 180. Upper thigh cut, really feel it in there. Again, back to double jointed knees. A whole lot, but decent enough. Again, I don't think you get anything in the upper boot. Really can't get in there with the pants and check it out without stripping them down. But it doesn't seem as if the boot moves. I don't know if the other Wolverines had it, but this guy definitely doesn't seem as if he has it. So again, that's something I'm going to have to look into. And then you have at the bottom of his cowboy boots. You get your full 360. You get not a lot back, not a lot forward, but that's standard Mezco because they're able to hide the ball peg in there by keeping the cut small. You don't see any gaps, so it comes off as seamless as possible. Not a lot on the inside, not a lot to the outside, but decent. Again, if you want it more, you can always just probably pop this off with some hot water or something and sand the inside to increase your range of motion. And they're usually more out than in, so you'll get more that way. But who the hell stands like that's a broken ankle? You want more inside so that you can widen your stance and keep your feet grounded, which is, he's got enough. He's got enough for getting low. All right, as you can see, detail. He's got his hairy arms. That's sculpted in there and painted, which is pretty nice. Really good feature. All right, so that's all done. Pretty much wrapped it up. Let's look at some other things real quick. This is your Marvel Legends Old Man Logan head. Fits on there pretty well. I think the proportion looks good. Not as well detailed, and definitely not as much paint. The hair isn't sculpted as well, and the beard doesn't go all the way around. These paints are a little bit more subtle, kind of more of like a whitish gray, where these are just kind of like a gray. But this head doesn't look too bad on there. So that head doesn't look too bad. You can maybe even paint this black and make this like a younger Logan head on there. In the hat it works, since he doesn't have his spiked hair. And broke his wrist. And it fits on the peg pretty well. Comes off, but it still like lets the peg slide in there. Alright, take these hands off. See what else I got going on. You already seen the jeans. This is a jacket. He comes with his own jacket. I'm going to pop out and put on there. Let's do that, actually, before I forget about it again. Now, another big feature. This is the leather coat. Some people said this is similar to the coat you got with the previous exclusive Punisher. Nice and simple. I'm going to actually pause real quick and go grab another coat to slap on this guy. If you have, or if you can find, works great with Mezcos. It's nice and shiny, like a treasure on a sunken pirate wreck. It looks, they say it looks kind of big. I wouldn't be surprised if this was just the exact same cut for the Mezco Punisher, just in brown, shiny brown. It does feel kind of thin, so I wouldn't be careful not to get it frayed. But there you go. And the backpack will fit on here. I've seen it done. Probably be a little bit rougher, but the backpack will fit on there as well with the coat on. So the coat's kind of long. Drapes all the way down to his feet. As you can see, drapes all the way down his feet. The pockets aren't real, but they're sewed on there, so they look cool. You can't get his hands on there. Maybe if he popped his hands off, you could just stick his, peg in there, make it like it's on there. Is there a wire in the coat? There is a little bit of wire action in the coat, which is pretty cool. So, getting a little dusky. Logan doing his thing, walking around. This figure is great. Just looking at it, it's got a lot going on. I love the option to customize this figure. All right, I'm gonna pause. Be right back. I've returned. This is the coat. Wow, there's a lot of loose thread in there. But this is the coat from the old Marvel Legends Gambit. I've got two of these. One is on my Punisher. Well, one of my Punishers. And I picked up another Gambit just for another coat to put on another Mezco. I like it. I got one of those 3A trench coats. Very thin, but very small. Those figures are definitely smaller than the Mezcos. So, I think I got for like $13 on eBay. It doesn't really fit too well. But since I got you here and giving me all your time, I'm going to slide this in here and see how it looks for people. This would also be a nice look on Nightmare Batman. I think I talked about that. If you could, I've seen people pop off the gloves. If you can pop off his hands and his gloves, you could take off that coat without damaging the figure. You could probably even slide this one on. Maybe if you gave it a little snip there, you could get it to go inside his back gauntlets. All right, so there we go. Put it on there. I'm liking this figure. I'm liking this coat. Now, this coat looks nice. Nice, old, worn, kind of dirty. Probably want to do it with a different what the hell am I saying? A different shirt underneath. just because this shirt seems to be getting caught kind of tight because Wolverine's jacked as hell. But you can get it in there. Now let's see. It works better on Punisher. I think Wolverine's actually probably broader than Punisher. But if you finagle it real slow, as you can see, you can get his arm up. Get his clawed hands on there. Looking all cool. It's shorter. So, you can see that there. That's pretty good. Shorter, fits his hands better. Looks nice and dusty. I think this fits the figure much better, actually. The other coat is nice, but the other coat's so shiny, so clean looking. This fits the look so much better. Now, even though this is kind of out here, there's no wiring in this anywhere. This is just kind of out. It's long enough so you could tie it around, but I don't think you can close this coat. Wolverine's way too broad. But it's got nice stitch work on it. Again, if you got to finagle this. If you want to put this in a pose, that's fine. You want to do some ACBA, some photo photography with this, it's going to be good. You're just going to have to position the coat really well before you take it. Now, it's got a fold here. You could probably slide a wire in there if you wanted to, a thin one. You could put in there and just do whatever you want to do, so you can get it in more like dynamic poses. As you can see, it kind of will hold its own, just because of the way it's stitched. But I like that look. Focus. I like that look. I think it's pretty good. Alright, I got a couple more ideas I'm going to run through real quick with this guy. Some other jackets. I'll pull the other jacket back out that I had. But I really like this. Again, I'm probably going to get another Old Man Logan. Maybe more than one. Just so to have different customizing options. Because I don't know when or if they'll release just a regular Logan. You know, just another variant of Wolverine. This is an actual character, separate from Wolverine, separate backstory. The way comics are looking, it looks like they're going. They'll probably exist concurrently at the same time in the main 616 universe, since original old school Wolverine seems to be coming back. Why the hell would I put those hands on so I can take them back off? Come watch my review. Watch me take off hands. All right, this coat probably need a little TLC. But it's a little dirty, Probably put some fur trim on this. This is from NECA Snake Plissken from Escape from LA. How much did I pay for the figure? I don't remember. You can find him on eBay. He's not super expensive, but he's not cheap. But this jacket, which looks pretty good. Again, if I put some fur trim on there, I think it'll look right. Let me look at it on the camera. This jacket's not bad. And again, if you could find this figure for a different price, it'll be cheaper than maybe like $40, whatever some other jackets are. So not the best, but still an okay look. If you have this, or you can get your hands on this jacket. It's got some weathering on there, some paint. I haven't tried to wash this off, but I could probably wash that off, make it look better. Because it looks kind of meh, looks kind of bummy. But this is a little wide, a little broad for Logan. But I mean, if you like the look of that, you could track down this coat. Maybe even just get it to fit on there how you'd like. For your Old Man Logan, if you like the short coat look. Alright. I've got a naked Punisher. This is a knockoff Punisher. This is a naked knockoff Punisher. Punisher so naked. But take off these boots, take off this outfit. You can put it on Wolverine and have your old, what team was he on? Oh God, when he was working for like Canadian Special Forces or whatever. Where the hell does your wrist peg go? When he was working with, well, when he was Canadian Special Forces and when he was working with Sabretooth and whatnot. So you can have all black tactical Wolverine, or pretty much any figure, but I can try to put this on Wolverine, see how that would look, stitch it back up in the back. I think it would look good. But that's that. So those are the options. Like I said, the belt, you can just put those jeans on there, paint those blue. I think that would look good. I just got to look out for a good head for Logan. So I have that old classic Wolverine. Marvel Legends heads tend to run a little bit smaller. You find better scale and size with Marvel Select. And there's a Marvel Select Unmasked Wolverine. He doesn't come with the cool samurai thing like the masked version does, but it's a head and it's okay looking. All right. So I have to reshoot this part because I didn't realize my daughter had some filter on, and when I pulled out brown and yellow and the blue and yellow Wolverine for a side comparison, they were very green. So if we get the figures looking straight on, you can see that they're the same height, but that Wolverine is taller. The Mezco version is taller than the Marvel Legends version, and the Marvel Legends version is a little more accurate size-wise because he's about 5'3". Alright, and then if you look at a regular Marvel Legend compared to Wolverine, he's only a little bit taller. Alright, same height as these guys over there. If we put Mezco Punisher next to Wolverine, you can see that though it's not huge, Wolverine is definitely shorter than Mezco Punisher, but still taller than Marvel Legends Wolverine by a decent amount. It's noticeable, but I mean a Mezco in this size, don't know if it would have worked. All right, so that's your size comparison. All right, I'm gonna just throw this into the video. All right, real quick before I end this. Horses. You're going to see figures on horses. Old Man Logan rocks a horse. The horse he uses is white. This is the horse from the Lord of the Rings. This one doesn't have a saddle. I've got like two others, like a brown and a black one. I might pop a saddle on here. But if you see pictures of like The Dark Knight Returns or Old Man Logan on a horse, it's most likely one of these bad boys. I think I picked them up at a toy show for like $1 or $2 each. But it looks pretty cool. It's in good scale. There you see Logan rocking his the fabric trench coat from Gambit and Baby Bruce on the back. They go very well together. I like this look. That's how I'm going to display him. I might even display him with the horse if I can find space in my case. All right. Thanks. Again, like, subscribe. Check out my Facebook. I'll put a link to the description below. All right. Peace.